I'm Lee Hansen, Mayor Thao's Chief of Staff. As I shared earlier, the Mayor will read a statement. We will not be taking questions at this time. If you have questions regarding the city business following this press conference, you can reach out to the Mayor's office and we'll be happy to respond. Comments today will be focused on the shooting at Lake Merritt and the FBI raid of the Mayor's home. Again, I will ask respectfully, the Mayor will not be responding to questions following her statement at the advice of her attorney. Thank you.
Good morning. First and foremost, I want to take this opportunity to speak directly to Oaklanders about the events that have taken place over the last few days. On Wednesday night, a large, unsanctioned gathering at Lake Merritt turned violent. Many people were assaulted, including over a dozen struck by gunfire. I am sickened by the senseless acts of violence. And I want every Oaklander to know that we will work hard to ensure that those responsible are held accountable. My heart goes out to all of those who are battling injuries, their families, and our whole city. The next morning, as we were dealing with this trauma of the shooting at Lake Merritt, our city woke up to the news that the FBI had raided the home that I share with my partner and our family. You all deserve to hear directly from me about this event. I plan to be 100% transparent and cooperate fully with this investigation. And I want to be crystal clear. I have done nothing wrong. I can tell you with confidence that this investigation is not about me. I have not been charged with the crime, and I am confident that I will not be charged with the crime because I am innocent. Just like you, I am seeking answers from the U.S. Attorney about what is happening and why. Why I wasn't offered the opportunity to cooperate voluntarily. As I receive information from the FBI and the U.S. Attorney that I am authorized to share, I will share it with you all. Nothing is going to distract me from building on the progress we have made in the last 18 months. I am going to focus on doing what I came here to do. So let me tell you about what we have been doing since Thursday. Operations of the city have continued without interruption, as they do every day, in the capable hands of our amazing city administrator, Justin Johnson. I'm grateful to Administrator Johnson and the entire city workforce for remaining focused and dedicated to delivering services to the residents of Oakland. The work of making Oakland cleaner and safer continues. My role as your mayor continues. I will remain focused on supporting the City Council as they vote to pass a balanced budget this week. We will complete the transaction for the sale of the Coliseum property to the African American Sports Entertainment Group. I will not allow for this historic investment in East Oakland to be derailed. And we will continue to address crime head on. The timing of all this is troubling, and we should all be concerned. We now have an active recall campaign that is a waste of time and public resources, and I have questions that need to be answered. I want to know what probable cause the FBI has. What evidence have they collected that justifies raiding the home of a city mayor without notice and without the courtesy of a conversation? I want to know more about the handful of billionaires from San Francisco and from Piedmont who are hell-bent on running me out of office. I want to know why, the day following the qualification of a recall election, funded by some of the richest people in the Bay Area, seemed like the right day to execute a warrant. I want to know how the TV cameras knew to show up on my sleepy residential street so early in the morning to capture footage of the raid. And I want to know why Fox News and Breitbart were so prepared to fan the flames and to tell a story that they want to tell, to bend the facts to shape a narrative. I have a lot of questions, and I will get answers. We all will get answers. Like any mother, my first priority immediately following the FBI intrusion was to ensure that my son and I were safe. It's hard to imagine now. By the time my first thought was that the FBI was at my door to help me, to protect me. Just hours prior, a small group of billionaires from Piedmont and San Francisco had succeeded in buying a recall election to oust me in November. And in doing so, they were not only aiming to undermine the outcome of a fair and free election, but they empowered a dangerous man with a history of assault weapons violations to further attack me and my family. When the FBI broke into my house, I thought the worst had happened. That my choice to serve my city as a public official had threatened the physical safety of my family. My worst nightmare. But what it would turn out to be, a nightmare of an entirely different kind. When you're in that much shock and your life has been turned upside down and in an instant, it is hard to know who you can trust. But what I do know is that this wouldn't have gone down the way it did if I was rich, if I had gone to elite private schools, or if I had come from money. I know that for sure because former elected officials are sitting safely in their houses, in the hills right now with campaign finance violations piling up, mountains of evidence that prove actual wrongdoing. Their front doors remain intact, their reputations preserved, their innocence presumed until proven guilty. They will never face this indignity. This I know for sure because I was born poor in America. And that teaches you a lot about the world from day one. I know many of you know exactly how this feels. Sitting with your head in your hands, scared, angry, scared to look too angry in fear of how you might make the situation worse, feeling the injustice in every bone in your body, knowing if you cry out and demand for answers, you will do nothing but cement the judgment they have rooted deep in their mind. I see you. I really see you. And I am your mayor. I am the mayor to all the Oaklanders who work hard, who are working overtime to do the right thing and to make the world a better place. And no matter how hard you strive and push and fight and stay positive, and that you don't give up because you believe in yourself and you know what you have to offer this world, that you just cannot catch a break. Well, guess what? I'm not going down like that. We're not going down like that. The people who voted for me deserve to have their voices heard and communities prioritized. I'm seeking the truth right now, just as much as you all are. But I will not be bullied, and I will not be disparaged, and I will not be threatened out of this office. There are a lot of radical right-wing forces who know they will never win an election in Oakland fair and square. They know their extreme views are at odds with our Oakland values, but they have built the rules to protect and preserve their power and maintain dominance over the rest of us. We are a threat to that order. I know that. The people who supports me know that. You see, this was never going to be an easy fight. But I tell you, it's most definitely a fight worth winning. I will continue to lift up those most vulnerable, to lead by example, to prove that this system might not be designed for us, but we can and we will build a brighter future for our children. This is my mission as your mayor. And I thank you for seeing me in this moment, one of the hardest moments of my life. I am a mother, a fighter, a survivor. And when my parents came to this country fleeing genocide, they never could have imagined that their daughter would one day be mayor of Oakland. I am my ancestors' wildest dreams, and I am your mayor, Mayor Sheng Thao. Thank you.